Okay, so now this is the, most lovely room, famous room here. People love to take pictures here because they get pictures in front of these, and see, they got hats that you can take photographs with, and then you look like you're part of the set, And if you look on my website, you'll see pictures when I came here with my friend Ronnie, of me wearing a hat and other people wearing a hat. There was some Orthodox Jewish people here wearing hats, and they just fit right into these pictures, But, people loved Hals to do the group portraitures because he just created a rampaging cornucopia of human emotion, laughter, feeling, and you really felt like you were part of the party, almost cinematic. It reminds me of Breakfast with Tiffany's with the party scene. Here's a very great one, this guy. He's a real clown, this guy. And you can see the construction here of the cross flags creating a wave of left, right, up, down, and a wave. So, it goes, ooh, ooh. Very cool. And the silk. And this particular work is a little more realistic, although there is abstraction here also. Here, look at the abstraction in here. Isn't that something? How do you paint something that is virtually see-through? Satin like that, That's how you do it. Okay. And then, here's this one. Of course, that's the pose that Frans Hals made famous, showing your back to you and the elbow, Everybody copied that pose later, after he invented that pose, or perfected it. Maybe not invented it, but he certainly perfected it. Here you could see details of the cloth here, abstract, very, very abstract. Up close, this almost looks like it's cartoonish. And then when you step back at significant distance, it just explodes in life like, emotional movement. And these people feel for all the world real. I mean, amazing work. Then we come on to here. This one is famous for the guy with the glass upside down begging you. I guess you're supposed to be a servant in this picture. You're the servant. And the guy's begging you to come fill up his glass, So they literally draws you in, not just as the observer, but actually as a participant into the work here. Lovely use of the orange and yellows. You see the same thing here. Lovely use of the orange. Of course, orange was in here. Orange is the Dutch color, national color. The House of Orange, right? And up front, we can see the abstraction. Not nearly what you might see in the Laughing Cavalier, but still, it's quite amazing. And it's big. It's a big piece of work. And of course, this is already late in his life. This is 1666 already. And here, one last one with the window. You can see the V cut into this, giving this composition, that sweeping feeling of movement in the outdoors. Protruding into the interior space. You almost forget when you look at Dutch art that there's no electric lights. Everything's done lit by windowsill or lit by, the overhead skylights, the ones that made it impossible to take pictures at the Taylor. So when Rembrandt did, light sources from strange locales, that was totally a novel thought, when it was done. Okay. And finally this one, which is the coup de grace of it. You gotta love the waving flags here. That waving flag across is particularly special. It makes it special. And this fellow that is in the center, he's one of Frans Hals' personal friends, and he shows up in multiple other of his paintings, one with his wife, somewhere along the line. I forgot his name exactly. This much of an expert, I'm not. I'm sure it says here. It says this was his first civic guard portrait. And this is 1616. So, you know, it's really fascinating because, all right, so this is 1616. You can see the work inside the, which you wouldn't even normally notice. Look at the detail of the design of the tablecloth, which you would not even think about normally looking at. But there it is. I mean, he gives us all a great deal of thought. And this is 1666, so this is 50 years later, right? So there's that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Could you please finish your conversation?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's that.